Beautiful people, how y'all doing? All right, another great day. We're blessed and highly favored to be granted the gift of life. All right, so make sure that you're maximizing on those gifts. Our last video entry or two, uh, we've been talking about changed mind or made up mind, and how once the mind has been made, only then action is usually taken. All right, most of the actions come by a deliberate choice, whether we choose to accept that or not. And I've heard, pundits before, professionals before, vloggers before mentioned uh, poverty as a mindset and a choice. And I ignored it for the most part. And I was like, yeah, it's making some sense. But I never put, the necessary thought or concept behind it until this morning for whatever reason, because I kind of heard it again. And I've come to the conclusion that they are right. They're more right than I thought they were. And most people's like, well, I don't choose to be poor. Poor is my circumstance. Poor is, a reason for X, Y, Z. The result is that I'm poor because of, you know, job, circumstance, or whatever it is. But then it is an individual responsibility to kind of peel back the onion and be like, why am I in the current state that I'm in? Why don't I have the job that I want? Did I fail to prepare? Do I have the necessary skill? Do I have the necessary education? Most people just kind of chuck it up to opportunity. But if you do prepare yourself when that opportunity does present itself, uh, that is going to be granted to you. You just can't say, well, hey, I want to become a doctor, don't have the qualifications for a doctor, and then go for a doctor's interview and then wonder why you're not chosen. If you're among the few to have the qualifications and then still not be chosen, those are kind of like few and far between, because the economic state that we are, there are a lot of qualified people out there that get overlooked. And one of my buddies and I were talking about, I think he posted a meme that, uh, low end jobs, I think the meme was like, hey, McDonald's, stop asking for a degree, if you're only paying like minimum wage. I can't quote it exactly, but whatever it is. But everybody is entitled to pick and choose, whom they want to work within their organization, and they're entitled to ask for the most qualified people. So the competition out there is pretty stiff, and you definitely have to prepare yourself, to uh, perform on these stages, regardless of what it is, whether you're in carpentry, masonry, doctors, lawyers, or whatever it is. People have the right to choose who they want to, and ask for the most qualified person, for that job, and regardless of how much they pay, uh, it is your choice to accept it or not. Your choice. You can be like, well, yes, I'm going to accept it, so no, I'm not going to accept it. But you can't get mad at them for asking for whatever standard that they expect you to perform at or qualification. But back to it being a choice. Uh, the choice comes from those that fail to do the things needed to get done to assume that position or to get that opportunity. So some individuals might get in a situation where they're not mentally well. Well, let's not say mental, let's say physically well. Mental as well. All right. If you're not physically well, you need to start looking back at, hey, what are my norms? What are my practices? What do I put into my body? And they make these conscious decisions, to eat those bad things, or to not mentally prepare themselves and put the things in their mind needing to nourish their minds and or their body. And then when it comes to the results, they give you that poor me, oh me kind of attitude. Why is this happening to me? Well, you made a conscious decision, you made a choice, you made up your mind to do XYZ. But when the result comes, you don't look at it as a consequence of the decision that you made. You look at it more circumstantial, or hey, just the universe is being mean to me. We have to get to the point to realize how our choices affect us. Poverty is a choice. How is poverty a choice? You not doing what you're supposed to do to get to a enriched state. Some people say richness and wealth is subjective. If you want to look at it that way, it can be. But whatever your success rate is, whatever your state of wealth is or richness is, you have to contribute to that, whether it be mental, spiritual, however it goes. When it comes to shifting gears just a little bit, I was looking at, because we spoke about it before, as in people associating themselves with people on the level that they want to attain or heading in a direction. And there's often frustration within that process when you're trying to help somebody but they don't receive that help. And we come to the conclusion that unless your help is solicited, these individuals have made up their mind to be exactly where they at. So you pretty much have to leave them there. It is as if you were sick. You would solicit a doctor's advice. You would go to that doctor because you want his services. If you need money, you will solicit a banker. You would go to that bank. So it is just to say that individuals know where to go to get what they need. If they don't go to get what they need, it is a conscious decision that they don't want it. If individuals are not coming to you for advice, if individuals are not coming to you for resources, for whatever it is a conscious decision. So don't be out there putting yourselves and offering things that are not solicited. Most of the times it's just going to lead into frustration to you. They know what you have. If they want it from you, they're going to come and get it. They know you have the advice, they know you have the resources, they know you have the time, or whatever it is. If individuals are not coming to you, leave it alone. They go to a doctor, they know what the doctor is. They go to the dentist, they know what the dentist is. Whatever problem they have, they know exactly who to go to, when to go, and they pay for that advice. Don't get yourself frustrated and wrapped up to the ends if you are not being solicited. That time will come when those individuals need you, they are going to come to you. Don't chase individuals down to give them the things that they need. They have to make their minds up. They have to make that conscious decision of to make their mind up, and when they make their mind up, they are going to seek you out. So don't get frustrated, and pretty much as they say in the West Indian culture, leave it alone, mind your business. you know I know your heart is in the right place, your mind is in the right place, you're trying to help individuals out, but you can't force people to accept your help. You can't force people to accept your resources. You can't force these things onto people. They are only going to come to you and accept their condition and accept their reality when they have made up their mind. That's the only way. That is the conclusion that you just have to come to, and the mindset that these individuals have to. Their current situation is more by choice than opportunity or circumstance. That is my 2 cents. What is yours?